How's it going, guys? Welcome to another episode of Garage 13. So today we're going to be changing out the transmission fluid on the 240. I also just finished adjusting my steering wheel. So the steering wheel is now perfectly straight, hopefully. So the problem wasn't my alignment as far as when the wheels was, my steering wheel was a little bit off. It was actually from my steering rack. When I actually took it out from a while back, I took that thing out so that I can replace the bushing with the solid bushings. So when I was putting it back in, I put it in wrong way. So that's why it's a little bit off. So hopefully that's straight now, and then might be getting an alignment pretty soon because I want to go to this autocross event that's held in San Antonio every Saturday morning. So I want to check that out. But for the meantime, we're going to be replacing the transmission fluid on here. It required a 80 weight by 90 weight as far as what kind of oil it's using. And also it requires a GL4, which this one suffices the GL4 and GL5. So this one should do the job. And yeah, so let's get started, guys. So as far as underneath the car, I already removed the fill hole. I hope you guys can see that. We already removed the fill hole, which is right there. You can use I believe a 17 if you just had a regular wrench, and then this should be the drain hole right here, which you're gonna be removing here in a little bit. So let's do this. Alright guys, so as far as the amount of fluid that you're going to be putting in there, of course we checked the owner's manual, and you can download this owner manual anywhere. If you guys need it, let me know and I'll be able to send it to you guys. I have the copy of the owner's manual for the S13s. So it's saying that we need to put a 2.4 liter as far as the oil capacity on there. So we're going to be putting that. Luckily I got 3 of these. So that should be enough. These should be about a liter each, 946 milliliters, so just about. And we're gonna be adding those in here in a little bit once we drain the fluids out a little bit more. So yeah, let's get started on that. Awesome. All right, guys. So since I don't have any pump to pump the transmission fluid in, so I kind of ghetto rigged it. So I just got one of those clear hose, some duct tape onto the funnel. Now we're just gonna turn it around and then pour. And hopefully this will work for us. I might need to put a little air at the top over here so that I have air escaping. So I'm gonna put the camera down and do that. Alright guys, so the little pump that I made, or little hose thing that I tried to make, didn't work out because of course the gear oil is a little too thick, so it wasn't flowing fast enough. So I said fuck the bullshit, went to AutoZone and got myself a pump. This was like 10 bucks for it. Oh well, I mean, we're gonna use this for future anyway once we get Dylan's car running and all the other cars that we're going to be using in the future. So I might as well make the future investment on it. So it's simple. Just pump it up. Goes into it. That's about it. So let's get this shit on the road finally. Alright, stick that in there. Stop pumping. I'm pumping. Oh, look at that. It's so freaking thick. It's so thick that it's hard to pump this thing. Alright, so you're just gonna keep pumping that in. Of course, 2.5 liters on there according to the manual, or 2.4. So we're gonna do that and then put the car down, take it out for a test drive, and it should be good to go. Alright, so time to take the car for a test drive. I also changed that a little bit. Go to my parents' house. So also wearing pink for the month. because it's breast cancer awareness, of course, month of October. So for you guys that have lost their loved ones to breast cancer or to cancer, fuck cancer. Alright, so we're gonna take this for a test drive now. So before we can actually take it out for a test drive, last week when I went to my parents' house, I got a rosary. So like on the previous episode, most Filipinos out there have rosaries on their car to protect them, of course, from any bad things from happening. So I got this. This one came all the way from the Philippines when my brother came to visit like 2 months ago. So this one especially coming from the motherland, of course. So let's put it in. Alright, that took a while, but it's finally on there. Looking clean, matches the color of the car a little bit. Got that sparkles. Alright, so hopefully this will save us from getting any bad juju or anything like that. Especially when we start driving and racing the car and everything. So let's go. Alright, so you can see the steering wheel is straight. So you can't really push that in too much or it'll get stuck and the horn gets stuck pretty much. But now the steering wheel is straight, hopefully. And you probably hear that bad idle. Since my catalytic converter is I think it's like a 3-inch outlet or inlet, and the headers is 2.5. I have an exhaust leak right now, but I got the fix for it already. I bought it on eBay. It's in a little adapter. You guys will see that in a little bit, but I gotta go. So let's get to it. Let's drive with this thing. Hopefully I don't die driving with one hand. Nah, I'll be fine. Check it out. Oh, there you go. Much better. Hey, much better. Alright, I can actually drive like this. We'll do a little vlogging. My AC works, for those of you guys are wondering. So, like I said, with my exhaust sound, that's why it sounds kind of bad. It's kind of loud in here. I got that solid subframe, so that's probably why you hear that whining right now. And so my headers are 2.5 as far as the thickness of the pipe or circumference of the pipe. So I'm gonna have to, I bought this little oh shit, I bought this converter on eBay that will convert it from 2.5 to 3, so I won't have that exhaust leak and my exhaust won't sound as bad. But as far as with everything else, fix the steering wheel so it's nice and straight now when I'm driving, so it doesn't look funny. I also fixed the oh, actually we just changed out the fluid on the transmission fluid right now, actually. So that's what I was doing. And we're just taking it out for a test drive. So far so good. I mean, everything is working properly. As you can probably hear that it sounds pretty bad as far as the exhaust on idle. But I also fixed the idle, so the car now is idling fine. The AC is on right now, so if I turn it off, you should be at 7,500 RPM. I mean, not 7,500, at 750 RPM. So that's working good, guys, finally. And then, oh shit. Green. Welded diff life. Yeah, so shit, I ran out of something to say. So we still need to get the alignment, but I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow when I get paid for the last time at my old job. So I'm gonna do that, and hopefully this Saturday we're gonna try to make it out to do some autocross for you guys, so you can actually see the car in action and everything. So it should be fun. I think it's gonna be at this it's at this racehorse place here in San Antonio, or a little bit outside of San Antonio. It's about like 30 to 45 minutes away, depending on where you are. For me, I think it's like about 30. So it's $20 to get in, but you have to get there like super early because you have to attend class, of course, learn the rules and things like that. But other than that, it's $20, and my cousins have gone also because they do more autocrossing stuff than I do, or actually attend car events because they have a little bit more free time. But now I don't have a job, currently unemployed. We're gonna be attending more of those car events here in San Antonio, like Cars and Coffee, local car meets, but I tend to stay away from those because they're kind of stupid. At least the local car meets that happens at night, because of dumbass people doing burnouts and shit, and you know, just stupid people doing stupid things, and I don't want to associate myself with that kind of people. But also another thing too, you guys probably wondering, well, what are you gonna do as far as getting money and building up the 240? Well, we're gonna be doing a couple of wedding videos this month actually, so hopefully that would help us pay for of course maintaining Garage 13, finally finishing up Dylan's car and everything, and then buying more camera equipment so that our production gets a little bit better. So stay tuned on that, guys, and I'm gonna put the camera down. People are staring. Later. Peace out.